Hey guys, today I'm going to tell you how I almost totally eliminated my social anxiety. Now this was one of the most profound effects I think I've ever had from supplements. Like most supplements, you'll just take them for like brain power or sleep or something and they'll have some sort of effect, maybe a 5% boost, or you'll probably feel it like enough to justify the money you spent. But in this case, I took just 2 supplements and it took my anxiety from basically non-functioning human levels of anxiety to 0. So this was a massive one for me, and if you have any sort of mental issues, anxiety or depression or anything like that, then hopefully it'll be worthwhile for you as well. Alright, so to give you some background, when I was a kid I never really felt anxiety at all. I was one of the kids who just ran around and talked to everyone. And when someone would get angry at me, I wouldn't really care about it. Like if someone was bullying me, I wouldn't really care about it. I would just forget about it in 2 minutes. And that was great. And it basically lasted up until a couple of years ago. So I'm in my late 30s now, so maybe until 35 or so. I was just I wouldn't say a kid, but non-anxious, functioning human being. But something changed a couple of years ago, and it was quite sudden. I don't know what it was exactly, but at some point I started getting these anxious feelings very, very strongly. And I would get it in almost every situation. So the big ones were obviously like at work, I'd be doing a presentation or a speech, which is important. I would feel a lot of anxiety. Or if someone was criticizing me or angry at me, I would feel a lot of anxiety. Or even like just talking with my friends. Like if I was saying some slightly risky joke or maybe criticizing or having a jab at one of my friends, I'm sure you know how British humour is, I would just feel very anxious about what their reaction might be, or whether it might not land or something. And the effect of this anxiety on me was very noticeable in that it generated some sort of chemical in my brain. And this chemical was just welled up and welled up and welled up whenever I was in this anxious type situation. And the effect of this was obviously feeling anxiety, but it also just jammed up my brain, so I couldn't really think clearly while this was going on. If like someone was criticizing me or telling me I'd done something wrong, my brain would just get in this anxious state and jam up. And I couldn't think of a response, and it just wouldn't work at all, basically. I just wanted to get out of that situation as fast as I could. Which was really inconvenient, to be honest. Like if I'm at work and I want to defend what I'm doing and convince people that my position is the correct one to have, then what I don't want to happen is when they're arguing with me, my brain to jam up and not be able to think of anything. It was very inconvenient. I don't know what the anxiety chemical is. Maybe someone can tell me that. I've never heard of an anxiety chemical, but there is definitely one in my case. But this went on for ages, and even after the interaction would finish, it would linger around for hours, this feeling. So if I just had a particularly bad day at work, like the anxiety feeling would just stay with me when I go home and stay with me in bed, and I wouldn't be able to get to sleep because I would just be feeling anxious the whole time. And it was horrible. Like this whole thing lasted for maybe 2 years or so. I was just stuck with it almost every day, basically unable to function as a normal human. But eventually I fixed it, as you tend to do when you take various supplements every single day. And the answer I found to this was 2 supplements which basically totally eliminated the whole feeling of it, which was amazing for me. And the supplements I found were lithium and chromium. Now, I think lithium is one you might know if you have any mental health problems. It is used by doctors to treat like bipolar disorder in very high doses. They take like 300 milligrams or some crazy dose like that every day. And I don't take anywhere near that. I just take the standard iHerb dose of 5 milligrams a day. But even at those low doses, it is quite effective at reducing like depression and anxiety symptoms for me. But not just lithium, the other one I took was chromium, which was more surprising but equally beneficial. And why do I say more surprising? If you know about chromium as a supplement, it is not usually considered a supplement for anxiety. It is a supplement for diabetes, mostly. It lowers your blood sugar and like improves the action of insulin. And it's very good at that. But not many people realize you can also take it for depression. And it is actually known in the literature. This isn't just something I found out, unfortunately, but like people take it for atypical depression and it's sometimes prescribed. But adding that on for me was incredibly beneficial, and the combination of the lithium and the chromium almost reduced my anxiety to basically zero, which allowed me to recover my life back. So yeah, if you have any mental health problems, anxiety or depression or anything else you might want to try it for, give those two a go and let me know how it goes. So that'll be all for today. If you liked the video, then please subscribe. I'd love to get to 100 subscribers. But if you didn't, that's fine too, and thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.